You won't believe what just happened. I just did a 3-minute video. The clock was not working. So let's start over again. First, we're going to start with the picture. If the man is light, and we are in the light, and they are taking a picture towards the light, what will they get as a picture? If man was dark, he would run his own shadow, and they would get the picture of the shadow of the man. Look at this image over here. He is flat over. He's already reached them. He doesn't have to go any further. Look at the shadow. When the light is behind you, look what happens to the shadow. He comes out from one area, and they're all taking a picture. No flash, because there's no flasher. So now I want to get on to something else. Is alcohol. Alcohol. Shelley Winter's Poseidon Adventure, right? The Poseidon, the Poseidon. Shelley Winters jumps into the water, gets to the other side, and brings the cord over there, right? That going into the water, okay, is the alcohol effect of going down and under inside the spirit and learning the truth of what's there. The cord, okay, is the spirit, okay? The cord is the spirit, right? You jump into the water, okay, and we need the outside connection. We need the connection. We need the spirit. Remember wireless. Wireless is actually something that's pre-connected before anything else was even connected at all. We don't need the wire. The box is already sending out a signal. How do you want it to send a signal? Into the air? You know the way the water turns over and it's like water is that silver speed water. You can glide on top of water like you do on ice. And I'm not even saying this the way I wanted to say it in the past video, right? But water is the element that, how can I say it? Water is the two connections. You put water in the ocean, you're on both sides just because you're standing in the ocean. But with our brain, we need to get to the other side. We need to connect. We need THC. Alcohol lowers you so you can go into the water. Okay, they say don't swim if you're drunk, right? But that's why. If you drink, it goes into your head, right? You go under the water to the other side to get onto the other side, Shelley Winters. And the THC is the cord that she's taking to the other side so they can get to the other side. The THC connects the two sides. We get anxiety. We don't know what's going on because we're in a brand new world, my friends. We're in a brand new world. I mean, unbelievable. Like I said in my last video, if death was forever, may we rest in peace and God gave us time on earth, or we shall always and never remember. But we shall never forget because we shall never know, like we weren't even here, like lost in the dust. But with 6 billion people running to churches all the time, some believe, some don't believe, right? Why should they believe? What is it all about regardless? If there is that other side, then we are connected. That THC takes us to the other side. Why is 420? Because 420 is actually, every group is 20. Every group has a star. There's 4 corners, 4 stars. One here, one here, one here, and one here. There's 4 stars, okay? Jupiter connects over to Saturn, comes down into Venus, and into Neptune. And we live just below Neptune is the way I see it, okay? Unless we tilt everything and we're living on the Earth. Pluto. Earth equals Pluto. That's what the numbers show. 9 plus 3 equals 12. 1 and 2 equals 3. Mother, father. AB, Venus, Mercury. So when we see 3, 9, 9 is actually 4, 4, and 1. It's 2 sets on the 9 card. Don't you see with the spirits in the center? We connect all the moons. I mean, Jupiter, right? That's connection, man. You go up to Jupiter, you connect all those moons. You find out all the moons connected to Jupiter. You go back to NASA, you know, like North American Security Authorities, and you'll see how the whole system is set up because whatever's set up there, they must duplicate it down here. It's a mirror image. It doesn't have to look exactly the same. My eyes aren't the same. I don't see so well sometimes, but I understand the situation. So that THC gets us to the other side. So now we had 3 and 9, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 9. All we're left with is 6. And what 6 is, okay, what 6 is we join 2 sides. 6 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 items and 4 voids. The cross is the void. It's almost like how can I even design this? We're holding the 4 intact, 2 roofs on both sides. Then they have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. All around here is another squares. This is 1 part of 4. This is 1 part of 4. This is 1 part of 4, 1 part of 4. Each one of these has 5. The center here is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the 5 equals 9 in the center. Okay? Each one of these has 4 is equals to 16. One of each houses comes together. This is 5 and each is 20. There is 4 of them. 420, 80, 4 and 80 in French. 4 times 20. This is the way it's set up. And then if you really want to switch this, okay, we lock it in. We lock it in like this, right? And then on this side, hold on, I'm missing a little. You see what it ends up to be? The Magen David. These are wings. The Magen David star has wings on it. This is a ship, my friend. Could be a submarine. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, THC, they don't want you to have it. They don't want you to smoke it. They don't want you to think it. Because the number THC, remember, okay, when things happen, oh, I heard it before, 420, I heard it before. What are all these things, okay? Creation of the sun, okay, 420. 20, 40, 60, 80. Everything goes through the sun. 86, communication of 24, 9 lives of the cat, where Venus was duplicated. Instead of having Venus here, they put Venus down here. They called it Mars. But when they split it in half, they created it bigger. 2 times had to create bigger. They go through Jupiter and into Saturn. Could be going this way, and it could be, it goes through the half center, and it could mean half the mind, because Saturn is 6, and that's half, 1.5 of 4, but it's not 1.5 of 4. 6 is not 1.5 of 4. 6 is the average, 6 is the average of 4. The average of 4 is 33. Okay? The average of 4 is 33, and I'm going to explain to you here why. First of all, it shows a 0, right? So 0 equals 4, right? But equals 6. 4 times 90. Right? But the reverse 90, remember, 4 and 90, you can't look at it that way, because there is no 4 and 9. It takes 2. So the 9 reverts to 5, becomes 5 and 4. Why? Why? Because 9, I'm going to show you. Here's 3 and 2, right? Here's 3 and 2. That's 9. That's how it plays the game. I have to reverse it to the lower one. I just have to. There's 2 sides, stripes and solids. 4, 5, 6 is one side. 4, 5, 6 is one side, right? And 8, 9, 10 is the other side. 10 to 1, 7 to 5, 7 to 6. Okay, 101, 6 and 8. So that's why 9 is now 5. So now we go back to 4. Each corner has 4 blocks on it. This is the connecting corner they connect to. This one, 3 blocks connects here, and 3 blocks connects here? No. This has to go open space. In order for a house to come in to this one over here, right, over here, I need to put a cube in the center over here, and a cube in the center over here, and a cube in the center here. They will now separate by 1. If I cannot put 3 here because it's too small, so this is automatically the wrong size. 4 has to be come together at 4 parts, or when the 4 groups come together, each group plugs in here, plugs in here, plugs in here, plugs in here. Now, there's a whole design we're going to have to design. But anyways, we had said that 4 will now equal to 3. 3. Take the 1 out of the center and put it over here. We now have 5 again. So now I'm losing my trend of thought. 1, 2 equals to 3. 3 and 9 come together. Equals to 3 again. We now do not have 4, 5, 6, 15, and 7 and 8, 15. 7 and 8, 15, 15 and 15. Isn't that what they match up in tennis? We have 4, 5, and 6, or we spoke that 6. Okay? 6 is the runner. That's how it started. 6 is the runner halfway between. So can you count 3 as a half mark? Because it's each corner. It goes into the half instead of it being 21, 3, 7, and 9. Here it becomes 4. Here it becomes 6. It becomes 10. 20 surrounds 10. Do you see that? 4 and 6 is 10. 1, 3, 7, 9 is 20. 20 and inside is 10. 1 half. 1 to 2. And this pays 2 to 1. These odds are 2 to 1. And this is 20 and 10. Creation and 30. 6 and 3. 4 and 5. It says love. 6 and 3 that are missing. 4 and 5 that are missing. 5 and 3. Electric company. 8. 6 and 4, 10. 2 times 4, 2 times 5. Creation of the sun. The question is, here, hey dice, you got a 2. I only see a 2. Is there only a 2? So we connected the other world. So when they said I had bipolar disease, and it really like screwed me up for a long time, and it still does a little bit because I'm not sure anymore. But I'm actually really sure that, in fact, anybody who has any mental disorders because they're highly connected to another division of the mental state. And once you capture that ability to be able to run in the 2 worlds of the mental state, you have done more than 95% of the people because there's only 5% of us. They documented it. They gave us all the answers. It's crazy. They told us everything. It's how we pieced and put everything together and then said it's true. And everybody says, you're crazy. I says, wait, my story isn't over. My story may not end for some people for 100 years. People won't believe things that I say for 100 years. And then in 100 years, all those people, or an amount of people, okay, that say that, oh yeah, he knows exactly what he's saying. But up to that point, we're going to go a big, big span until no one's going to believe. Is there a God? Is there life after death? We don't know it. At one point, once you die, you don't know if you believe until you get back to the next world and you go, oh yeah, it was. It's too late. You're on the other side. Either you believe now or you don't. But you don't have to believe. You just have to understand the truth and reality of whatever the question is you desire to know. Because otherwise, what's the difference? If you don't care, if it's not making you happy, don't upset anybody else. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Spirits of alcohol, THC, the cord to get you to connect you to the other side so you can really see. I can see the other side because I'm connected to the other side. I am closing one door, opening another door, and because some doors are open and I see more truth, all the doors would lie, I will never forget. But now I know the difference. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. Did you see my other stuff? Bike's been upside down for 2 weeks now. Talking about bikes, eh? Talking about bikes. Check him out. He's on a bike. This is bicycle cards. And over here it's marked 808. If you can zoom in yourself. He's on a card. Now there's another one, okay? He's on his card, my friend. His card, look. This is a bicycle card. This is a bicycle card. Look. Look. Upside down, one of them. You see that one on the bottom here? Upside down. See all the designs in here? Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.